Let's see how much money my $3,000 vending machine made in the past 7 days. This machine is in the break room of a truck stop. The number one seller here by far is Dr. Pepper. They go through about a case a week. I make sure I put 2 rows in, just so in case if one row jams, the other one's available. This machine is pretty new at this location because the other one was giving us some problems. So we replaced it with this one and it's been doing really well. The manager here drinks Diet Coke, so we keep it stocked up for him. And then a lot of office workers drink the regular Coke, so I always keep it stocked up. The next best seller in this machine is probably Mountain Dew. They go through almost a case a week, not quite. And then lastly, the third best seller is sweet tea. At this location, we have to pay a 10% commission, which is pretty standard. This location as a whole doesn't really do a lot of cash, it's mostly card sales. But in cash and card, this machine made $212. Let's see how much money my $2,000 vending machine made me in the past 5 days. This is our newest location and it's inside the kitchen area of a hotel. Since this location is still really new, we're still rotating stock to see what sells the best. So far each flavor of Bear Claw has sold really well, and all other pastries have been selling pretty well. These fudge rounds are a newer product I'm trying out. People seem to like them. Now the main thing people buy at this machine is drinks. I came here 5 days ago, and this whole row is almost completely sold out. I put 2 rows of Dr. Pepper, 2 rows of Coke, and 2 rows of Mountain Dew. Diet Coke didn't really sell that well. There's one guy who lives here who drinks the unsweet tea, so I keep it stocked up just for him. And this machine does do a fair bit of cash. About 50% cash, 50% card sales. But in the past 3 weeks in cash and card, this machine made $198. Let's see how much money my $1,500 vending machine made in the past 5 days. This machine is located in the break room of a cosmetic school. They have about 30 to 40 students during the winter, but in summer they drop down to about 20 or 30. The top 3 selling chips here are the Blue Doritos, and then Ruffles, and then Sun Chips. This machine mostly sells chips and pastries. We don't have to pay any commission at this location, which is always a plus. Candy really doesn't sell very well here, so I try not to stack it up all the way to the back. But the top 3 selling candies here are Reese's, Snickers, and then Milky Way. Milky Ways aren't a very popular item at any of our locations. All of the other candy sells about the same. These cosmic brownies sell really well, along with these banana nut muffins. I haven't tried to sell the blueberry or chocolate in this machine. In the past 5 days in cash and credit card, this machine made $112. Let's see how much money my vending machine made in the past 5 days. I bought this machine off Marketplace for $1,200 and I put it in the break room of a library. And the main thing this location goes through is chips. These muffins are the top selling pastry here. And they also buy these trolley gummies. I'm not sure which color sells better, so I just mix them up. Like I said, chips sell really well at this location. The great thing about this place is it's open 7 days a week. Our top selling chips are potato skins, sea salt and vinegar, and then Sun Chips. No one really likes the Fritos, I just have them in here as a filler item. This location doesn't go through a variety of candy, but these cosmic brownies that can fit in a candy slot sell really well. And the best selling candy here is Snickers. And there's one guy here who eats these salami sticks. Now let's check the cash and see how much it made. In 5 days, cash and credit card, this machine made $50. Let's see how much money my $5,000 vending machine made me in the past 5 days. This machine is located in the break room of a truck stop. They only have about 20 or 30 employees, but they have about 50 or 60 truckers coming through here daily. And the best thing about this location is it's open 24/7, so people can use your machine whenever they need it. Energy drinks and soda are the big sellers here. Our top 3 selling energy drinks here goes Red Bull, and then NOS, and then C4. And then our top selling sodas here is Mountain Dew, and then Coke, and then Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is our number 1 seller at pretty much every location. I don't really like it. But this location goes through about 15 to 20 sodas per week. And then the white and green Monsters sell really well. I like how the white Monster tastes, but I've never tried the green Monster. This machine made really good sales this week. It mostly does card sales though. In total, this machine made $22. Let's see how much money my $4,000 vending machine made in the past 5 days. This machine is inside the break room of a cosmetic school with about 30 to 40 students. This machine isn't as busy in summertime due to there being less students who take summer classes. If you wanted to buy this machine brand new, it would cost anywhere between $7,000 and $10,000. The top 3 selling drinks here is Diet Coke, Dr. Pepper, and then regular Coke. They don't really go through that many energy drinks. The best selling energy drink here is Celsius. One negative about this location is it's only open 5 days a week and closed on the weekends. Not a lot of older people use this machine, so it doesn't do as much cash as some of our other machines. It does 80% card sales, 20% cash. And this week I'm collecting all the change. I collect all of the change out of our machines about once a month. In cash and credit card in 5 days, this machine made $100. Let's see how much money my $900 vending machine made me in the past 5 days. This machine is located inside of a laundromat. This is one of our newer locations. We've only had it for about 3 or 4 months. So we've just kind of figured out what all sells here. At this location, they eat a lot of chips, and they don't eat a lot of candy. And they also don't go through that many pastries. But our top selling candy here is Snickers. All the other candy sells pretty much the same. We don't pay any commission at this location, which is always a plus. Yellow M&Ms sell a little bit better than the other candy. And then our best selling Danish here are Cherry Bear Claws. Our top 3 selling chips here are Potato Skins, and then Ruffles, and then Sun Chips. Jalapeno Cheetos also sell really well. In cash and credit card in the last 5 days, this machine made $136. Let's see how much money this vending machine made me in the past 5 days. This machine is in the break room of a factory with about 40 to 50 employees. They used to drink a lot of White Monster, but slowly they've transitioned into drinking NOS. It's one of the best selling energy drinks at this location. The only negative thing about this location is it's only open 4 days a week, with Friday being optional. And not a lot of the guys show up on Friday. White Monster still sells okay. I've thought about trying to sell C4 in this machine, but I'm not sure if it would sell very well. And then our second best selling energy drink here is definitely Green Monster. I think there's only about 3 guys who drink them, but they drink at least one a day. Most of the guys who work here are younger, so it really doesn't do a lot of cash. My favorite thing about this machine is how full I can fill it and how little it jams. In 5 days in cash and credit card, this machine made $110. Let's see how much money my $6,000 vending machine made me in the past 5 days. This machine is inside the break room of a factory with about 60 to 70 employees. They've really been hiring a lot of people, so it's really picked up in the past 2 months. Our 3 top best-selling chips here are Red Doritos, Blue Doritos, and then Sun Chips. Jalapeno Cheetos also sell really well. They don't really go through that many pastries. The only negative thing about this location is it's only open 4 days a week, with Friday being optional. And I would say only about half of the guys show up on Friday. They do go through a lot of drinks though, especially the sweet tea. And their favorite energy drink here is Red Bull. Sweet tea sells so well I have to put in 2 rows. And then there's one guy here who drinks this root beer, so I keep it in here just for him. Most of the guys who work here are younger, so it doesn't do a lot of cash, mostly card sales. But in the past 5 days in cash and credit card, this machine made $82. Let's see how much money my $1,200 vending machine made me in the past 5 days. This machine is inside the break room of a library. The library has about 50 to 60 employees. Our top 3 selling chips here are the Red Sun Chips, and then Miss Vicky's, and then Jalapeno Cheetos. We mainly sell chips and pastries here, not a lot of candy sells. But our top 3 selling candies here are Reese's, yellow M&Ms, and then red M&Ms. Skittles have also been picking up lately. And then I think there's one guy here who eats these peanut butter crackers. I had an extra slot, so I'm trying out these Oreos to see how they do. Another good seller here are the blueberry muffins. But I didn't have any more in stock, so I'll just fill them up next week. This location doesn't do a lot of cash because a lot of the people who work here are younger. And this week I'm collecting all the change from my machines. This machine in cash and credit card made $91.